Allergy and Asthma Center of Western Colorado. Trees slowly decreasing. Grass is on the increase. Now, help me with this. Looking off into the distance at the mesas, and I'm not talking about the Grand Mesa, I'm talking about the lesser mesas, where we're experiencing a really decent green up. Now, there's that red hue. Do I understand correctly? Is that cheat grass? That red-colored grass off in the distance. Beautiful colors on some of those lower elevations, a good combination of green and red, but it might be an invasive species, and I think it's called cheat grass, but somebody please correct me on that. Pappas at krextv.com. Looking to the north, I had this image earlier, and we have some good cumulus clouds popping up, and this is the convection that we get bubbling throughout the afternoon hours because we have moisture in our atmosphere, though we're slowly drying. And we're getting days like this where these pop-up clouds just occur and drift. Not all of them produce storms. Some of them have, and of course, right now we're rather quiet along the Tri-County area. Grand Junction was quiet today. Delta, Montrose, not so quiet. We had some activity in those two counties. Tomorrow, it'll be Mesa County's turn in the late afternoon hours. So we're alternating every other day for other counties. But Rangeley this afternoon, this batch of moisture further to the north was over Rangeley, and it produced some small hail, some lightning. We went under a severe thunderstorm warning in that area. That's a good indication. You have three criteria for that. Tornado is one of them, and we don't have those. We didn't have that today, but we did have radar indicated heavy rain, and we had radar indicated hail. About an inch size worth of hail, so that severe thunderstorm warning was enacted for that area, Rangeley. Brief pass through, relatively benignly, but we did get some hail reports, and we did get some heavy rain and some strong wind. Montrose also picked up strong wind. Temperatures right now near 80 degrees at Montrose, mid-80s for Delta, mid-80s for Grand Junction. These are not official for the day, but high temperatures, 70s off towards the east. Almost, not quite, almost 90 degrees for Delta. We're not getting to the 90-degree club yet, but that would be our hot category. We'll save that for another week and a half. Maybe even we'll push it to 2 weeks out. Similar temperatures tomorrow afternoon. We're all running slightly above the averages for this time of the year, so we're experiencing this warm up of temperatures. We're not setting records with it, but we are going to continue through the weekend, and that is something that you can at least look forward to in the afternoon hours. Remember, every other day we're getting these storms popping up, and some of these storms are kicking down some gusty winds. Right now we're just about 10 miles per hour. Or less in the Tri-County area. But look at the strong gusts that occurred around the 2 and 3 o'clock hour for Montrose, near 50-mile-per-hour blast. Also during that timeline, we had thunder, we had lightning, we had light rain occurring. This is in the Uncompahgre Valley. Meanwhile, Grand Junction Delta Rifle picking up just 25-mile-per-hour top gusts. So not really affecting Delta County, the storms that were down into the Uncompahgre Valley. Delta somewhat calm-ish. Tomorrow we're going to flip. We're going to head that activity towards Mesa County, primarily because of the Grand Valley, and I think it's going to strike the east side of the valley. I think Fruita will take a break. We did yesterday, and we had that activity. Today it was Montrose. Tomorrow it'll be the Palisade, the Fruitvale, the Clifton, East Orchard Mesa, possibly even central Grand Junction, but that's kind of where we're going. We're adding a little bit of rain, the warm temperatures, that contributes to the flood hazards. Please, please, the rivers are fast. If you haven't seen, if you haven't experienced, trust me, they are moving. The cubic feet per second out at the Utah state line with Colorado right now is about 32,000 cubic feet per second. This time last year, on this day, we were, what, 6,000? 6,400? Significant. Radar, insignificant right now. There's not a whole lot going on. We do have a good batch of moisture that's kind of tracking along the divide and east of the divide. Same story as yesterday, same story as tomorrow. We'll get this moisture driving in from the southern zones. The biggest threat for severe weather will be further to our east, like today, and again tomorrow, just like yesterday. That doesn't say that we won't get a storm popping up, because I think we will. And I talked about some of those areas on the east end of the Grand Valley that are susceptible to some of those darker clouds. And I think we will get our gusty day tomorrow for Grand Junction. 45 plus possible, just like today in Montrose. Look at the temperature trend, though, through the weekend. We will maintain, even though we have mostly clear icons, trust me, we're going to maintain a shot of storms developing and passing through. And when I say storms, I'm talking about isolated little cells just popping up and drifting around. That's going to continue all the way through the weekend and into next week. So will these mild temperatures trending fairly consistently for both Grand Junction, Delta, and Montrose. Now today was Montrose That was our opportunity to get gusty and see those darker storm clouds. We'll take a break on Friday, but we'll see it again this weekend. It's not going to ruin your plans. Still maintain outdoor activities. Just be mindful of the weather around and above you.